Hey guys, how are ya? September 1st is upon us. September 1st is upon us. This morning, the song Shower the People, James Taylor, just keeps playing in my head, It's such a wonderful, real affirming song. And my friend, one of my very, very close friends from growing up, his mother passed away earlier this year, and that's the song they played at her funeral mass. And I said to him afterwards, we were talking, and I said, I love that song so much, and I've been listening to it a lot lately, and you played it today, and I said, it's really, some of the people are really hard to love. And he said, yep. That's it. But he also said, shower the people you love with love, right? It's not shower everybody. Although being in unconditional love, it's kind of hard not to, right? You're just like, so we talk about boundaries and we talk about that kind of thing. But it is about just standing in your loving space. I hear the train. Yay, the train. And just being love, right? That's what we ended up talking about, was just sort of like, it doesn't need to be like particular, I love you and I'm not loving you, right? But there's just this aura of love around you when you're in this high vibration space. And of course, shower the people you love with love. So let's do a little reading today about what's going on for the collective. I feel there's so much going on right now with everybody talking about moving into September. I've had a lot of people talking to me about the orbs. Thank you, orbs, for being here. Thank you. The fairies are around me, and my dad also used to call me the Irish princess when I was little. Used to call me the Indian princess and the Irish princess. So Cherokee Nation, all love to you. And of course, I don't have any Cherokee blood, but anyway, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why he would call me that. And then the Irish fairy queen or Irish fairy princess it was. So anytime I see a little girl with a tutu, I'm like, oh my God, right? Fairy princess. So let's look at the collective today for this divine feminine, divine masculine. What's going on here? What's happening? And where are we going? I feel like September does feel like back to school. Okay. I mean, that's how it is about back to school. Hi, Ellie. Ellie's here again in her little area. She's always around me. Like the fairies, right? You're a spirit guide. I know you are. Magician. It does feel like we're going back to school. Doesn't it feel that way to you? It feels that way to me. It feels like there's some big things, big shifts happening, and decisions needing to be made. Wow. Here, okay. Decisions needing to be made. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Wow. All right, hold on one second here. You get to manifest this, though. Page of Pentacles. A small energy, but really important in this situation, because I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy here. Magician underneath. Masculine energy, taking action. Mars going direct, right? Thanks, train. Mars going direct, based on self-love, based on the love that you have that is just here, right? It just always is here. Right, Ellie? Always is here. There's something here about feeling like this is going too slow, a decision needing to be made. Knight of Pentacles. She's up. Are you on camera? Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. So that's a very slow energy there. It's like a decision is being made. And I feel like this is the masculine. I feel like we're looking at the masculine right now. Decisions are being made. It's taking a long time. As you know, we've been talking about this for a long time. Something needs to be offloaded. This devil energy here. Something needs to be offloaded. So it could be a karmic, could be a addiction situation, could be a lot of things, all right? So then, get this. right in the middle. Right in the middle. Come here, you. King of Wands. King of Pentacles. And then down here, King of Cups. So what's missing? Who's missing? King of Swords. I believe he was on the bottom after the Magician. So this masculine energy about creativity and stability and love, combining all of those things, moving away from just being purely in a financial, earth-based, you know, because we've got Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles here, elevating to the King of Pentacles, moving away from any kind of structures or relationships or, you know, the positive side of that is stability, right? The negative side of that is stagnation. So moving away from that stagnation into this, wow, Eight of Wands creates Tower. Talking, more communication about love creates this Tower. So the Tower energy here, blowing apart really violently here, blowing apart the old ways of doing a relationship. Four of Cups, blowing away. Empress, oh, good feminine energy here. So if some of you, have been in a situation where you feel like you were losing them, I feel like that's over, okay? You're gonna, okay, let's see. Let's get more here. Four of Cups, other people talking, other people whispering in your ear, stagnation. Five of Cups, this person running away. Three of Swords, Fool, new path, King of Swords. So anything that wasn't serving you is going away. There could be some pain around this, but Fool, King of Swords, wow. Air energy there. Really thinking about plans for the future. I like the King of Swords with the Fool. Those are opposing energies. But they're both fast. The King of Swords really has a lot. King of Swords makes plans. King of Swords thinks things through. King of Swords has a definite reason for doing everything they're doing. The Fool has no reason at all. It's just like, hey, let's jump off into the universe. The pain that is coming here of getting rid of situations that no longer serve you. There's going to be pain here. Three of Swords here. Empress. Let's get one for the Devil. The Devil energy, Capricorn energy here. Two of Pentacles. Someone can't make a decision. Remember, we're talking about decisions here. King of Wands. What say you? Two of Wands. Making decisions. King of Wands takes action. King of Pentacles. Ace of Swords tells the truth about stability, what it means to be stable. King of Cups. Lousy at talking about his feelings, that's for sure. Star. Wow. This is about getting rid of things that are no longer stable. They look stable, but in this new earth, in the place we're going, it's just ballast, okay? It's holding you down. It might have looked stable, but now it's the excess of it, right? The Devil card. So everything here, oh, the King of Wands, too much passion, if there is such a thing, but too much passion, too much, you know, like lust, right? Like in the negative way. That's, cut that loose, right? Too much stuff, or too much focus on the financial stability, too much focus on the thing that heavy is tying you down, cut that loose, right? Being agile, being flexible, being able to move, able to travel, able to do things. The negative parts of the King of Pentacles, cutting that loose with truth, clarity. And then King of Cups, the masculine energy of not being able to speak freely about feelings. The Star is the opposite. The Star is naked and vulnerable and capable. So the masculine energies here of balancing, really moving into the feminine side here. Really moving into the feminine side here. Empress, Star, Fool. And then we get the King of Swords, which is really about clear-eyed planning. Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Ace of Swords, the King of Swords. This is not for nothing. The people who leave your life right now are meant to leave your life. It's really okay. Just allow it to happen. The masculine, this is the transformation of the masculine. Big transformation here. So blocks here a lot of the blocks we've seen so far has been about inability to make decisions, as opposed to just jumping off to the universe like the Fool. Ah, Emperor, I knew you were going to show up. Judgment. Whoa, that's heavy. Okay, so trying to control how this unfolds. Look at that. You really think you can control how this unfolds? I think the Emperor thinks he can do that. Aries energy. Gotta let the universe do it. And this, again, it's like a... it's this Fool feeling, oh, but I must be planning, right? So there's a balance there, though. There's a balance there. And when you hold on too tight to things that need to be let go of, it turns into the devil energy of stagnation, okay? So, yeah, so actions, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Taking action and build these, the threes are finality of the first stage. Okay, so Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Finality of the first stage of growth. And that means like, okay, so for example, por ejemplo, one of the few things I kept from my high school Spanish. ¿Dónde está el baño? Really pathetic, Mary Jo. Okay, so the threes are the first stage completion. Okay, first stage completion. So when we talk about that, you've done, it's sort of like with me as I've moved into this kind of doing this kind of work, which is so different from my old kind of work. I'm still me though, right? I'm still me. But I've completed the first stage. And what happens when you complete the first stage is that, you know, it's like the first third of a baby, right? You've created this, and now other things start happening because you've created a foundation here. You've manifested a good foundation, a solid foundation. And so when these things start to slip away, and it's clear to me that this feels like masculine energy, and it can also be your inner masculine too, the things that you feel are solid in your life, the things that you have wanted to build or have built that have become stagnant, you can see them kind of slipping away because your truth is now starting to come out. The truth of where you're going, the truth of leveling up, right? So that job that you hated might go away, or there might be a friend that you've known since grade school that slips away, right? Goes in a different direction, is not really on board with where you're going, and you're kind of just trusting the universe. The masculine here, so it could be you in your own feminine masculine balancing, mirroring that the masculine is also doing the same thing, right? Getting more Fool and Empress and Star to them, you're able also to balance your masculine energy. And the first stage of this has been completed, right? That's what you're doing. Or is completing right now, is completing. So let's talk to the masculine, okay? The masculine energy in your twin flame connection. Let's ask about, Tower's going to be big, all right? Tower's going to be, not, you know, that's like, right. Did you hear the bird? Okay, so the masculine is saying Nine of Pentacles, feeling confident, feeling good, feeling stable, seeing you as amazing, seeing you as leading the way. Seven of Swords. They feel like they're kind of hiding something or sneaking. Magician, Seven of Swords. They're trying to keep some things. Seriously, Ellie? Ugh. All the animals are just all around. All the animals are all around. So somebody has been trying to hide something that they just want to keep. It's like, okay, but can't I just keep this part? I don't think the universe is going to let them. Ellie. Okay. She can jump wherever she wants. Five of Pentacles is They're leaving a situation behind that felt like it was not quite them. They're trying to hold on to things that are not quite them. Trying to hold on to things that are not quite them. Okay? Queen of Wands. There's you, my loves. Passionate. Keeping hold of the passion. It's like literally like they're walking toward you. The Seven of Swords, look at this. So Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, right? They're walking in this direction, and then there's you. And actually, in the very beginning of this series, Nine of Pentacles looking at you. So they could have come from a situation. They could be single now. If they let go of a relationship, they could be single now. Right? They could be single, which is a departure. That would be a big surprise to you if they were single now. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this unfolds. Five of Swords. They're feeling a little bit like needing to chastise. They're feeling a little bit like, whoa, this is not what I thought at all. Temperance. The universe is working to balance them. That's why they go to that King of Swords. They get kind of cold because it's frightening. It's a big shift. Okay, it's a big shift for them. Six of Pentacles. You're going to be helping them. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles here. Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Look at that. I want to show you. So see how there's a person who's asking for help, and then there's someone who needs help, and then again down here, Six of Pentacles, giving help. So the King of Pentacles there is giving help. So if you are Three of Pentacles, someone's giving help there too. It's paying for services. Seven of Pentacles, offering an opportunity, right? All these things are occurring. All these things are occurring. You're involved in this with them, changing their whole life. They're changing their whole life. I'm going to do this because my foot hurts. Moon. Illusion. Pisces energy. Seven of Cups. Yeah. There's confusing. Death. Transformation. Ten of Swords. High Priestess. Two of Cups. So they have to go through some kind of major thing. All right, so let's talk about this, because the Five of Swords here, Temperance, Six of Pentacles, and Moon. It's likely that the masculine may have hidden from you, because we get the High Priestess here too, hidden from you a major transformation in their life that they feel, because it might be Pentacles related. They have been betrayed. They may feel unworthy of you. They may feel like they need your help, and they may not be asking you for it because they feel like they could have made mistakes in their life, or they could have been in a situation that was tough. But you are going here. And High Priestess, feminine energy needs to access your own truth about the situation, needs to access your own inner King of Pentacles, your inner Emperor, your inner, all of the masculine energies. You might be the one who's in charge of the Pentacles. You might be doing traditional masculine things. You know what I mean? Like there may be some shift in that way where the masculine gets to accept, gets to receive traditionally masculine stuff from the feminine. The feminine gets to be more like this, right? More Ace of Swords, Empressy, and the natural inclination of the Empress is to nurture and give, right? But receiving is a feminine quality. So this is, again, it's a balancing. It's an important balancing thing. Moon, very watery, very feminine. So we go from this very masculine energy in the beginning to very feminine at the end here. Temperance, Moon, right? Empress, very feminine. Even Scorpio here, the Death card is a feminine, is a watery card, okay? So High Priestess here, it's going to be incumbent upon you to utilize your intuition about what is necessary as you shower the people you love with love. What do they need? Right? What do they need from you? What do they need from you? I feel like that's a thing that you can ask them. I know I asked my masculine a few days ago, what do you need from me? What do you need from me? And it's hard, I believe, for masculines to answer that question. Either, they're masculines. So, of course they need the nurturing and the love and all of that stuff. And that's kind of a given here, especially, with your masculine. But I feel like asking that question, there's going to be some kind of masculine thing they need from you, which is going to be, part of the balancing of this relationship. It's going to be, could be role reversal. That could very well be, okay, where they find themselves in a more of a feminine situation traditionally, okay? Because, romantic feelings, let's get some guidance here for you about what's going on. Heart-to-heart conversations. Heart-to-heart conversations, engagement, forgiving and learning. I've gotten this engagement card a couple of times. And it really is about your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, okay? So for some of you, that does mean, that means we're taking a step here. We're taking a step up. Taking a step up. And that means that the masculine and feminine energies are also taking a step up. There is going to be required here some balance. Don't you know? Don't you know? Right? You might, if you're feminine, if you're the divine feminine here, you might be the one who's taking some masculine, traditionally masculine steps. The masculine may be in a situation where they might need to receive from you. Wow. I want to do this for a second. This is a new deck I have, the Magdalene Oracle. I feel a very, very close connection with Mary Magdalene. Always have. Always have. And even from when I was growing up, when Jesus Christ Superstar came out, and Mary Magdalene played a key role, I was curious about her, and I was always very offended that they called her a prostitute, because she wasn't. And she was Jesus's wife, and however that was, she was his person. They are the original twin flames, Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And I always felt that she got a bum deal. And, in the structure of the masculine hierarchical structure of Christendom, she was, women have not been necessarily at the forefront of their hit parade, right? So Mary Magdalene really got a raw deal. And as the one of the original divine feminines, let's get some guidance from her today. Liberation. Liberation from traditional roles. Family. Well, I'll take a look at the book and I'll tell you what family can be soul family too. Sacred sexuality. The Matrix. So if you are, I want to say this too, a lot of you have written in the Empress Club about seeing 1111, about seeing 222, 333 all the time. These are the universe's ways of showing you the glitch in the Matrix. you're here watching this video because you're aware of things going on that can't be explained by logical left brain thinking. It's called faith, right? It's called faith. The matrix is, what we're talking about is soul ascension out of the matrix. The matrix is the low, dense, 3D vibration that the world has had, that the earth has had. And the matrix, here we go. Trying to figure out why certain things happen is like attempting to piece together a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle while only having a few pieces of the puzzle in your possession. You cannot fully understand the present situation using the logic of your finite mind. Just know that a bigger picture exists. Even though it is not possible for you to see it at this time, trust for all that is happening is an act of love. Ultimately, you will discover the blessing. Have patience. You will look back on this period of your life and be thankful for all that is occurring now. All right, so that's the matrix. Now let's look at liberation. Liberation. A person who recently hurt or disappointed you in some way is simply a mirror for the hurt and disappointment you already held inside you. All of the events of your life, regardless of whether you label them good or bad, are simply acts of love. Shower the people you love, right? The hurt or disappointment you now feel is an opportunity for you to examine what it is that you don't love about yourself. Let me read that again. The hurt or disappointment you now feel is an opportunity for you to examine what it is that you don't love about yourself. It's safe for you to open your heart, love yourself as you are, and stop placing unreasonable expectations on yourself. Through self-acceptance comes a newfound sense of freedom, which transforms the way you see life and the world around you. I like that a lot. Liberation, family. We are soul family here. You were born into your family for a reason and a purpose, just as there is a reason and a purpose for experiencing all you have experienced to date. Yet, like most of us, let me see, I'll show you the cards. They're pretty cards. See? Yet, like most of us, you probably believe the myth that all family members should all get along and always be nice to one another. Other families always seem nicer. The truth is that every family experiences similar dynamics in one way or another. Your family is your greatest teacher. Every family member you have will hold at least one trait that you don't like. Oh my God. And you have at least one trait that each of your family members don't like. This fact sets the perfect environment for us to learn to love unconditionally. Later in life, you will discover that every perceived negative comes with a positive attached to it. True love often comes in ways and forms that we initially fail to recognize. Yet with the passing of time, you will realize that the benefit are individual facades, that beneath our individual facades there is only love. Love comes in many forms, and it may not always be kind. Reflect on this, for it will help you let go of any resentment you have towards your family or a family member. When I said my friend played Shower the People You Love with Love at his mother's funeral, he had had a very difficult relationship with his mom. And he said to me, no, shower the people you love with love. And I thought that was very poignant to me, that he was, seeing his sisters, his 3 sisters now, as the people he was really showering love on. And the difficult relationship he was accepting of that at her funeral. Sacred sexuality. Sexual energy is perhaps, this is very masculine. Remember, we were talking about masculinity. We're talking about Mars moving forward. We're talking about taking action and being the King of Swords here. If your masculine has had some really tough things happen, it might be up to you to be the masculine helping him in some way. I don't know, financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I don't know. Sexual energy is perhaps the strongest motivating force we humans possess. Yet this energy is also one of the most misunderstood and misused energies. Sexual energy, when honored and combined with love, takes on a sacred form and becomes an extraordinary power. This form of sexual energy is the greatest creative force on our planet. Great achievements in all areas of life are possible when we learn to control and direct our sexual energy towards a particular endeavor. Sacred sexuality is a spiritual merging of two souls. This merger can be physical and spiritual, or it can be a purely spiritual one, and both are equally valid and powerful. Sacred sexuality is also a communion with the divine. Reflected through one another, you come face to face with the God, goddess of all creation, God, goddess of all there is. It is through such a union that you soon experience a most profound sense of love and bliss. This experience will have a profound effect in your life. Honor it, for it is truly sacred. Thank the universe for this blessing. Thank you, universe. This is talking about union, twin flame union that is coming. And the fact that you may be experiencing, if you are without a doubt the divine feminine, you may be experiencing yourself as the divine masculine. And that might be upending to you. Same goes with your masculine. They may be experiencing some feminine situations, issues going on in their life, or things where it's called for them to activate their feminine energy. Wow. I didn't know what we were going to talk about today. I really didn't. But I feel like this, it's like it's not a blending of it, you know, on the 3D plane and the dense physical nature of life. It is a blending of masculine and feminine, and really the powerful balance. And now you're being called to really be the masculine. Isn't that interesting? Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Which one are you? I think I'm King of Pentacles right now. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Labor Day weekend for all those in America, and happy weekend to the rest of y'all, wherever you might be.